Hi, welcome to 4 o'clock Qigong. This is a 5-minute Qigong breathing practice. So first of all, we're going to do diaphragmatic breathing. We're going to do deep breathing, inside the diaphragm. And so how we're going to do that is we're going to breathe in through our nose, and we're going to breathe out through our mouth, And so as we take the inhale, we put our hands on the lower dantian. And as we breathe in, we're going to feel that the stomach's going to inflate as we breathe in. And then breathe out through your mouth, long, slow breath out. Long breath in. Long breath out through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. I'll cut that. You can cut that. I just better did there. Long breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. So it's a long, slow in-breath, long, slow out-breath. Breathing in through the nose. Out through the mouth. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system. It also calms the Shen. It also calms our soul, our Shen, or our spirit. It helps to relax our spirit. Good. The next breath we're going to do is a 4-part box breathing. They call it. There's lots of different ways. The Chinese have been doing box breathing for a long time. They have a lot of breathing different patterns in the Qigong. So we're going to do a particular box breathing pattern. So we're going to do 4 on the in-breath, 4 rest, 4 on the out-breath, 4 on the rest, So I'll count them for you. So we're going to exhale for 4, breathing out, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Hold for 4, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4. Inhale for 4, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4. Hold for 4, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Good. Exhale for 4. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Hold for 4. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4. And exhale. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Hold for 4. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4. Then we'll do the same thing again one more time. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Very good. The next one we're going to do is alternating nose breathing. So this is another one that's been around for a long time, and it's in Bhagwan Jin does this exercise. A few of the old systems of the breathing through the nose. I also know it's in Ayurvedic medicine as well. So you're going to close your right nostril, and you're going to inhale through your left. Then you're going to close your left and exhale through your right. Inhale through your left. Exhale through your right. Long, slow, quiet breath. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. One more time. In through the left, out through the right. This helps to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain, It also helps to harmonize the chi inside the body. The next one is called crane neck breathing. So we're going to, as we bring our head up, we're going to inhale as we bring our head up. And then we're going to bring our chin down and we're going to breathe out. Put our chin on the chest. Inhale as we bring our chin up and looking up in the air. Exhale, we bring down. Breathe in and out through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. And they call it crane breathing. It's like a crane raising its head, lowering its head down and its feathers, and then breathing in and stretching its head back. So you can imagine the beak right up in the air, and then you bring the beak all the way down and tuck it into your chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. And the last breathing pattern we're going to do is called silent breathing. Now this is when you just stand perfectly still. You put your hands on your lower dantian. And you're going to breathe in and breathe out with no effect on your breathing at all, just a natural breath, whatever it is, and all you do is watch your breathing. Now, the trick is, of course, is usually when you watch your breathing, you start affecting your way the breathing is. But this is do the best you can, just watch your breathing, breathe in and out normally. Good, and that's the finish. And that's a nice, easy 5-minute practice you can do with the breath. We're going to go back over the exercise and talk a little bit more about the deeper understanding of it. Yeah, the deep diaphragmatic breathing is to talking about our diaphragm. So if you've ever seen a picture, it looks like a bat. Look at these two wings of a bat, and it unfolds. It's quite a unique looking thing. If you go and have a look, you'll see a picture of it, how it actually functions. There's some really amazing drawings of that, or videos of what it looks like. So the idea is we're doing the inhale, exhale, but we're breathing in through the nose, which is what we normally do. Quite often we breathe in and out through the nose most of the time because that's the best way to breathe, but we are intentionally breathing out through the mouth. And that, by doing that, activates the parasympathetic nervous system. They've done research to prove that that's what actually happens by doing this, which, as I say, also helps to calm the spirit, helps to quieten the heartbeat, helps to harmonize your mind, quietens your emotions as well. So it's a nice slow breath, and inhale through the nose and a long exhale out through the mouth. Now, as soon as you slow the breathing down, everything in your body slows down at the same time. And because we're breathing out through the mouth, it activates different parts of our body. So what it does is slows the mind, slows the heart, slows the circulation, slows the movement of qi down. And as soon as you do that, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. And you want to do that. So it's almost like the whole body just starts to slow down. Yeah. So the box breathing, we take the next one, which is the box breathing. Now I call it box breathing because it's quite well known as a box breathing. The Chinese, of course, don't call it that. But the idea is the regulation of the breath of your breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4. And they call it box because it's obviously a box, but I use that symbology so you understand the breathing pattern. Very common done meditation practice to do the 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And we were doing it today in a really simple way. So inhaling for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. The next exercise was the alternating nostril breathing. Now, this is also very common, done in both Ayurvedic and in traditional Chinese medicine. And there's lots of different ways you can do this. So I've shown you a very, very simple way. And that's they close the right. Close the right. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Yep. Breathe in. Close the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the left. Now, this exercise, this breathing, has different implications because we're doing it one particular way. We're closing the right and breathing in the left. So you can do it the other way where you breathe in through the right and you breathe out through the left. And both of them have different reactions inside the body when you do that. But the one I've done is to do with the hemisphere, balancing the hemispheres and harmonizing the chi. But there's different variations, and it also does depict on the time of the day you do it too. So there's lots of research done when you do which breathing and what you do and how you do it. So they're all incredibly benefit. But the one we did today was to do with the harmonization of the two hemispheres, so your mind can interlock and talk to itself. Yeah, it can talk to itself, and so your rational brain and your creative emotional brain are in harmony with each other. Yeah, so that was that one. The crane neck is taken from the animals. There's a lot of Chinese Qigong exercises that are based on animal movements, and this is one of them. There's another one called turtleneck where you go forward with the neck like the turtle, and you do that one and you do in and out breath, and you can do that both ways. But this one's crane neck, so this is a different one because you think of, because when you're doing it, you're opening up the whole of your throat. And the idea of having your beak, your beak up in the air, and then you bring it all the way down, yeah, and you breathe in, which opens up your esophagus and opens up your airway, yeah, and then breathe out. So if you've ever done CPR or when we've done techniques, they don't do it so much now, but you breathe it, you used to breathe, and you have to pull a neck right back. I'll get the right way. You pull your neck back and opens up your throat, so it opens up the airways. You normally do that when you're resuscitating somebody. Well, it's the same thing, but you're doing it voluntarily. So you're bringing your neck and you open up the airways, so the airway's completely open. Open up the airways, breathing in, and then breathing out. Yeah. So it's opening up the whole airway, and the whole airway goes from right through the trachea all the way to your lungs. And so it's opening up a complete passageway all the way from there, and the breath can go straight down with nothing interfering with the intake of the breath, yeah? And this has a ability to tonify the lung chi inside your body as well. And it also is really good for your neck, your vertebrae in your neck, and the muscles in your neck, and both front and the back, yeah? So really, really famous exercise. The still breathing is a key to part of meditation, but it's also very good for controlling the chi inside your body. Now, I'd say the thing is, breathing is about just watching your breathing. Now, when you get to this exercise after doing all these other breath practices, you'll probably find your breath is really small. So if you just breathe normally, you're going to find your in-breath, out-breath really small because you've been doing these big breath practices. So you've drawn a lot of oxygen into your body and you've got rid of a lot of carbon dioxide out. So your body doesn't need a lot at the moment. And because we're standing quite still, you haven't exerted a lot of energy. So you'll watch your breathing be really shallow. Now, shallow is not shallow, but just shallow, and you don't need to breathe very hard. And while you're standing there, if you just rest and watch your breathing, you find your in-breath and out-breath are really small. And that's part of it. And just watch the breath. Now, as you sit there longer, of course, the breath is going to get bigger and bigger because the exhale of the carbon dioxide is going to start to increase. So then you're going to start taking a bigger breath on the way in as well. But when you first do this, like after you finish chanting, if you do a long chant session, you stop, you almost feel like you don't have to breathe. You don't need to breathe. You're sort of sitting there and you've got so much oxygen, you don't need to breathe. And so we'll get that effect. Well, it's a little bit similar to this one today. And even though we've done 5 minutes, you will notice your breath really small, yeah? This helps to anchor your chi. It helps to house the shin back to the soul again. It helps to anchor your soul so it feels nice and solid inside your body. And these all have things to do with it. If you have any questions about it, please ask, and enjoy breathing slowly. It's a very, very unique experience where it takes you in life as soon as you slow your breathing down. Cheers. All the best. Bye-bye.